the first thing that popped into my head when I broke my leg, as soon as I hit the ground, oh, actually, as soon as I looked at my leg and I seen it flop around, the first thing that went in my head was, I cannot believe, like, I thought about you. I thought about, this is Anderson Silva. Like, this is, my leg looked like Anderson Silva. Like, what the hell? There's no way that's my leg right now. And then it's like, then all of a sudden the pain's coming in. And I remember when it happened with you, I didn't know your leg broke as soon as it happened. I thought you were just in pain. I circled around and I remember hearing this screaming, like someone was being murdered. And then I came over, I'm like, and then I seen you holding your leg
Yeah.
and I was just, I could not believe it. Yeah. And as time went on, like, I tried to get in touch with you that week. I felt terrible about it. But as time went on, it was like, you kind of forget, and I feel terrible now because now I understand the pain that you went through, all the trials and tribulations that you went through. And it just makes me empathize with you so much more with those situations. And to be honest, like, I've never even said this out loud, but it's been on my mind really since it's happened. But I want to apologize to you because there's been times, I remember afterwards I felt terrible and everything, but then, like, our fights were so crazy and everybody's saying I got lucky now twice. And
is it the same I told you the last time when I talked to you on the phone? Is when you go to the fight, you put in your energy, and you don't understand too much what happened because your adrenaline and everything, and this is normal, and outside the ring, outside the cage, when I go to do the promote the fight, I see your kids, your wife,
yeah,
don't worry about that because I know everything happened to you in the moment when I broke my leg. I know you don't realize you feeling I'm feel pain but not broke my leg, but I understand. Don't say sorry because when people judge, the people don't understand what happened inside.
yeah.
And
I appreciate that. But I still have to get it off my chest because it is in my mind. It's almost therapy for me because one of the things that bothers me a little bit about the situation is that there was times I remember right afterwards, I'm doing all these fan meet and greets. We did some together a bunch of times, which is great experiences. But I remember like fans would want me to take pictures, with me checking a leg kick and they're doing it. And I remember saying at first, no, I'm not doing that. That's disrespectful and whatever. And then as time went on, I was like, all right, whatever, I'll do it. And then I started taking pictures like that. And that bothers me inside because now going through what I'm going through, I'm like, the pain that him and his family had to go through, just the long road it took to get back. And then being able to speak to you and the way you handled this situation, you could have been a real about this situation. You could have killed me and I wouldn't have even held it against you, but it would have hurt. But the way you handled it right afterwards with your post, I mean, there wasn't too many things I was looking at. I was in so much pain, but when I seen that from you, it really meant a lot to me. And then you calling me and just giving me advice was super inspiring for me. And, we had that phone call. I'm in the back of my wife's minivan with my 4 kids in the car, and you're telling me your timeline. And you told me you started going to the gym in 4 months, and I was like, holy, that's possible.
yeah,
I'm thinking it just made me feel so much better. So I really appreciate that. I wanted to get that off
no,
my
come
chest.
on, Chris, you don't need to say nothing about that.